Good morning. Today is July 15th, 2024, and this is Pitch Perspective with your humble host, Shemaiah Davis. And today we will be talking about the recent Euros 2024 and the Copa America 2024. So let's dive right in. And oh man, what a tournament and what a summer it's been. A lot of football, a lot of exciting football and couldn't believe, the teams that won both respective tournaments. And for the Euro 2024, Spain from the start came in firing. They were on point. They played beautiful soccer. They felt like that team just gelled together. And as from the first game when you saw them, you could tell that okay, this is a team that will make a deep run in this tournament. And and then you had England. And I at one point I felt like it was destiny for England to win the Euros because they just I don't know if it was luck or just sheer individual brilliance that was happening with England. It started with the Jude Bellingham overhead kick in the 95th minute. That was unbelievable. And England just kept producing moments and moments and moments and moments, throughout the Euros to get to the final. And at one point, I thought they were gonna do the same thing in the final, but I guess they just fell short. Just a few seconds of lack of concentration cost them, a trophy. But it was a very exciting game to watch. And what an amazing football was being displayed. Man, for a kid like Lamina Yamal, only 16 years old. I mean, he was 17 by the time he played the final. To be doing that at that stage, that's crazy. In a Euro final or playing among grown men, just so much at ease, felt like he was in the right place. It's just a marvel to watch and see what his development's gonna be like, because the sky's the limit for that young man. It's incredible. And then you have, man, Nico Williams. This that boy is I mean, I've watched his brother Inaki played, and you can just see the short physical physicality of his brother, and just the raw speed. Like, that family is built on speed because those two brothers are fast. And just it's just the more intriguing part of Nico is that Nico is not just fast. Nico has foot skills. Inaki is okay with his foot, but he's just blistering speed. But Nico is something else, and the fact that he can do it at that stage, playing against some of the best players in the world and be able to score in the final for Spain, that's very huge. He reminds me of David Senna when he played for Spain. And very calm, but he was a lot older character. But yeah, I mean, Nico has set himself apart in this 2024 Euros, and it will be very interesting to see if where he makes his next move, if he's gonna stay at Atletico Bilbao or will move to Barcelona or Chelsea or whichever club that are looking to get him. I'm most likely thinking he will stay in Spain. But what a talent! What a talent! This boy is fast. He's agile. His soccer IQ is off the chart, and he's just fearless. No fear. Just taking the moment on. Doesn't really care. It's for him. It's just street boys. Like, once he's on that pitch, and it's just amazing to see Spain that nobody had winning the Euros. Nobody before was predicting that Spain was going to win it, and all of a sudden they came out of nowhere, and everybody was shocked. And as for England, man, what is wrong with Gareth Southgate? I mean, you got to give the man his props and his credit, because he's consistently got England to finals, two finals back to back. So I don't think any coach in the English coaching history has done that. But man, with all that talent he has, I'm just surprised he's not won anything yet. Like this, England has so much talent, and I believe his biggest problem is in playing favoritism, because there's some players that should not be playing or that should be taken off when they're not playing good. And he never made the right decision. Some might praise him and say, "Oh yeah, in a couple of games he brought in Ollie Watkins, he brought in, Ivan Tony and Eberike Eze and all in Cole Palmer at some point, you know, but it was too late. I feel like it was too late, for him to make those changes. He never learned. It's like the more England, those players, those individual brilliance kept building England out, the more he stuck to his ideology and his plan. And unfortunately, it could have been like 4 or 5-1 in that final because Spain had chances. Spain had a lot of chances. Yes, England had chances, but Spain were all over the place, and you could see that there was just something missing for England. It's crazy that Southgate did not see that. Harry Kane is a great player. I love him, but to be honest, he shouldn't have started that game. You know, Watkins could have started. Tony could have started. There's so many players on the bench, that could have been effective. And each time you see that when he made changes in the games, the subs were the one that made the difference. And most of the time. So I'm just surprised that for a final, with so much at stake, he couldn't just tweak his tactics a little bit and adjust to his opposition. And unfortunately, England was not able to get over that hump. And the question is, do you keep Southgate? I wouldn't, because at this point, you've seen everything that he can do. That with that talent pool, they need a more offensive-minded coach that's not scared. Yes, you need to have a balance, but England has so many attacking players and attacking options that there's no way that they should be underperforming. And which, ironically saying, they did underperform. Some, like, with all the talent they have in this Euros, England underperformed. So it's just sad to see, those players go through that emotions again. But they say pressure makes diamonds. So you have to go through the emotions like a seesaw, to get over the hump. And this is just part of the journey for those England players, especially the young ones, to have a taste of what defeat feels like. Because sometimes that's what propels you to want to win. And because if you've experienced that, you know, time and time again, there's something that gets a fire that gets in you that say, okay, the next time I get there, now I know what it takes. Now I know that feeling. I never want to feel that again. Unfortunately for England, it's twice it's happened to them in the last 4 years. And so hopefully the next time around, I think they're gonna go back there again because that talent pool is insane. Like they have a lot of talented players. The question is, which coach will they be able to get to help, get them over that hump? And we're still waiting to see what the English FA does. But in my opinion, Southgate needs to go. He's done enough. Give the man his props. But at this point, this is the furthest I think he can take England. You know, and let somebody else have a chance to shape these young men and see what they can do. It's just exciting to watch. And what a moment for Cole Palmer. What a goal. This kid came on 2 minutes into the game and he scored a goal. And what a big goal that was. That brought them back into the game because it was all Spain, at that point. And it's just, I'm just excited to see what he does this season at Chelsea because it feels like that kid has no fear. Once again, the same thing when I was talking about Lamina Yamal and Nico Williams, and watching them, it looks like they have no fear. The moment don't face them, and to them it's just another soccer game, and they're just having fun out there. It's the same with Cole Palmer. He has that cold aura to him, and he has so much belief in himself and so much ability, and it's just a beauty to watch, and I'm excited to see what he does, moving forward. And then on to their Copa America. Oh, what a game that was. Man, I feel sorry for Colombia, man. I really wanted Colombia to win that game. Because they've worked so hard, and not nothing taken away from Messi. That Argentina team is very good. They have a lot of young players, and this time Messi couldn't get them over the hump. And but that shows how good that team is, because you know Martinez came on and won the game. Cemented Messi's legacy as the best soccer player of all time, because that's two Copa Americas and a World Cup. And so I don't think I love Ronaldo. Ronaldo is my favorite player of all time, but when it comes to accolade and what you've done and what those two have done in the game, and who the GOAT debate is, Ronaldo is not on Messi's skill at the moment, because Messi has won a lot with his country, two Copa Americas and a World Cup. So that what happened yesterday was history being made, and that might be his last game for Argentina. Because you can tell that age is catching up to him, because you could tell after that, after he rolled his foot, and you could see him crying on the sidelines with the ankle swelling up. Yeah, I don't know if we will see Messi in the Argentina jersey again, but man, what a heartbreak for Colombia, because they started that game on fire. Colombia was electric. That game, you know, it was end to end, very open, and but the problem is that Colombia just couldn't, get that quality in the final third. That was the biggest difference. And it took one mistake for Argentina to win it all. And it's just sad, because Colombians are very, skillful players, and great. They have great footballers that come out of Colombia. And I just felt like, with an unbeaten record of what I think 28 games, which is very long, and then all of a sudden to lose in the final, that's heartbreaking. And just the fans, like, we because of what was happening, outside the stadium, that's why the game was delayed. But what those fans went through to get into that stadium just to watch their team lose, it's just heartbreaking for Colombia. But that's football. You can have all the hype and all the prediction, all the belief, but at the end of the day, it's the team that make the least mistakes wins mostly. And Argentina, it was just good. It's just a really good team, even without Lionel Messi, which was proven yesterday. And so but just looking at Enzo Fernandez, man, what a footballer! This guy just had surgery. He won the World Cup. you know, didn't really have a break, you know, which cost him, to slow down a little bit for club soccer, had surgery, came back and played that entire final, and that final was physical, it was fast paced, but just such class. And McAllister came off too, but Argentina just so stacked, and everybody thought that they were gonna lose after Messi went out, you know, and Messi was done. But yeah, at one point I thought it was gonna go to PK, and but no, just that one mistake, just few minutes of lack of concentration cost them the game. And once Argentina scored, Colombia did not look like they were gonna get back into it, because Colombia would look very good defensively, very strong defensively, very strong in the midfield, but in the final third, nothing was clicking. Nothing really was clicking. Argentina was very good in defense. They cut out all the short passes, everything. And it's just a beauty to watch that game. And you can see such a contrast between South America and Europe. Because South American, that in the Copa America, the referees did not call easy fouls. Those were men out there playing, and they let them play. And that game was more entertaining. Yes, the Euros were entertaining, but I think some of the fouls are just soft. They were calling, and I feel like Copa America, especially in that final, man. That ref. ref that game very well, because he let the game play. He didn't fall for the gimmicks, and at the end of the day, the best team won, which was Argentina. And congratulations to Argentina, and congratulations to Spain. What a summer. It was a great summer for football fans. And now we're going back into the transfer window and see where all the pieces are moving, and getting ready for the start of a new club season, and which will be very exciting. And actually, the Olympics is about to start also, and that's another thing to look out for. But yeah, that's just my take on the Euro 2024 and Copa America 2024. It's a great tournament, and looking forward to more. And thank you for staying with me today, and see you on the next episode. Adios.